One of my favorite looks that I have been trying to achieve for, I don't know, 10 years is the filmic dreamy look. The main reason why I picked up the Fujifilm X100V was because it emulates film cameras. There's something about that dreamy, nostalgic look that just, honestly, it's so exciting to work with. The thing about the Fuji is that it's strictly for photography. For the past 5 years, really creating content for YouTube and diving more into just expressing myself, I have been trying to achieve this look, and it's been so difficult. But recently, I worked with this plugin that changed everything. And all I needed to do was just click a couple check boxes, going from this to this, or going from this to this, or going from this to this. I thought that achieving this look was going to take a million extra steps, downloading DaVinci Resolve and creating all these custom nodes. But for me personally, I'm not looking to invest that much extra time into it. I just want to achieve the look and get on to the next project. So in this video, I'm going to give you an inside look on how I achieve the filmic look with literally one click of a button. And if this is your vibe, make sure to stay until the end of the video because I'm going to give you a special discount on this product. All right, let's dive in. The company's name is Dehancer, which it's like a match made in heaven because it's exactly what I'm able to achieve in the Fujifilm, just without needing another camera, filter, or accessory to achieve the look. Now, the way that they're able to emulate that film look is through a couple features called halation, bloom, grain, and to be honest with you, I can't remember the other ones because that's mostly what I use. Halation is the spreading of light beyond its proper boundaries to form a fog around the edges of a bright image in a photograph. This is what creates that little red glow in the highlights that gives that filmic look such a unique vibe. Also, what halation does is make the skin tones look a lot cleaner, a lot smoother. You're not seeing so much detail in the freckles, or not the freckles, but like the pimples and the pores and shit like that. Now, blooming is that thing that gives it the hazy, glowy, dreamy look. What I mostly see it in is the highlights. It's almost like the highlights bleed a little bit more, or they spread a little bit more. That's what these not indie filters. Come on, what am I thinking of? Oh, ProMist filters. Jesus Christ, dude. The reason why I got ProMist filters, Jesus, is because I wanted more of that filmic look. I wanted the highlights to bloom a little bit. And to be honest with you, I have been having so much fun with this effect. I've been using it on all of my Instagram videos. I've been using it on my short film that I posted recently. And it just like really helped take the quality to the next level, which some might argue that it reduces quality, but that's exactly, to me, what the filmic look is. Taking that digital edge off, making it feel more analog, making it feel more dreamy, aesthetically pleasing, nostalgic. Also forgot to mention that this is compatible with all editing programs: Final Cut, Premiere Pro, DaVinci Resolve. And you know what's really cool about this plugin? You don't even need a desktop for it, because I know that there are some of you guys out there who just use your iPhone. And so I'm gonna walk you through how to download this app on your phone and how simple and easy it is to just make your iPhone content look filmic and sexy. So first up, you wanna look up Dehancer on your iPhone and download the app. For example, let's go ahead and use this picture of my cat, Hazel. And this is what's cool. You can just cycle through these different film profiles to get a different look depending on what you're looking for. You can tell that this app is really sophisticated because these blues that you're seeing are showing what is crushing the blacks. And what this is signifying to you is that there's no detail in the blacks or the shadows. So to fix that, you can bring up the exposure and voila, you'll see the blue go away. Now, if we cycle through the different options down below, this is where we can get creative. Here's the bloom feature I was telling you about earlier. You can mess with the slider, how much you want on there. And notice how those highlights are blooming as I go up and down the impact. The next thing I mess with is usually halation. I'll just go to amplify and raise that bad boy usually all the way up because I'm dramatic. And the next tool that I usually use is the film grain. You can just scroll down and change the amount or the size depending on what you're looking for. If you want to get rid of that Dehancer film emulation watermark in the middle, just make sure to get the subscription. And look, you can even do a 7-day free trial. But if you already have the subscription online, you just sign in down below, put in your information, and then you'll notice the watermark disappear. And now you can save to gallery and export your content. And just to give an example on the video side, I'm gonna edit this using the same 3 features I just explained. And here's the before, here's the after. Now, if you're new to color grading, you're new to filmmaking at all, there are plenty of tutorials on this website that can really help you take action. Even learning how to transfer your color profile from a log profile, which is basically just looks like this versus this. There are instructions on how to do that and to make it very simple for you. There are a couple different pricing options for this product, but if you want to just try it out, you can download the product for free. The only downfall is that you'll have a watermark in the middle of your screen, and the only way to remove that watermark is to invest in the product. So you can literally go try this out for free and see the halation, see the bloom, see the grain on your actual footage. I did that before I finally invested in it. So at the least you can go check it out and just see how it looks on your content. Now I know there's gonna be at least one of you who runs into trouble activating this plugin like I did. So let me just show you exactly how to do that. I'm using Final Cut, but this is pretty relevant. Just go to the effects section and whatever you're editing in, type in Dehancer and make sure that you are under video. Go ahead and double click Dehancer Pro. It'll load up the plugin. Before you do anything, you have to scroll all the way to the bottom. Mine's already activated, but there should be a button in here that says activate plugin, and then you enter your sign-in info and you should be good to go. I thought the only way to activate the plugin was to go on the website and do it that way, but you actually have to do it through here. So hope that helps. If you have any other questions in terms of how I use Dehancer to get this filmic look, just leave a comment down below. But if you want to go ahead and get started, you can get started with a 10% discount using the link in my description. I hope you enjoy it. It has seriously changed the game for me. I feel like I've stagnated in terms of my color grading and my look, if you will, for the last 3 years. And although I was happy with it, this just took it to a whole nother level. So go check out Dehancer. It's a beautiful product. Use the link in my description and I'll see you in the next video. Good luck. Adios.